Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal. Ever since the PTR for 9.2 launched, I've been on there testing every single class tier set, and I've been having such a good time seeing how these tier set bonuses affect the way our classes will play in the next update. And as fun as they are, it's worth remembering, a lot of these tier set bonuses are not set in stone and many will change before the release of patch 9.2. We have classes with tier sets that don't fully work, classes with tier sets looking to get a rework, and certain tier set bonuses that are maybe unintentionally too strong. And these are the tier sets I wanted to highlight in this video before Blizzard finds a fix for them, just so you guys can see all the broken builds that are possible, at least for the time being. It could be that these tier set bonuses are functioning as intended, and that's how they're going to release, but at least one of them on this list definitely feels like an exploit. But before we check out these tier sets, most of you guys watch these videos are not subscribed, and if you're watching these videos anyway, you might as well hit subscribe as well as hit the bell, especially if you want to catch more 9.2 updates or any future World of Warcraft changes going forward. Starting off is the Outlaw Rogue tier set. If you watched my last video, you would know that I actually like the Rogue tier sets, and I'm looking forward to the gameplay changes they will offer, though I don't think developers intended for this to be a viable build. With the Outlaw Rogue tier set bonus, every time you get a free mastery hit, you have a chance to use pistol shot on the enemy. Even though it's only 25% chance to proc, it happens more often than you can imagine. And if you pair this together with the Blunderbuss legendary, where your center strikes have a chance to give you a proc, where your next pistol shot will fire 3 additional hits instead of just 1. Because your mastery can proc from main head attacks as well as auto attacks, you effectively could be generating 4 common points on your rogue through literally auto attacking. That's a lot of common points for finishers, which means crazy good cooldown reduction. And if you play Weapon Master, you could almost take off pistol shot off of your bars and let it become part of your auto attacks instead, which feels so weird because this is super automated, and I wonder if this is intended. Next tier set bonus is the Subtlety 4-piece. The bonus allows your finishers a chance to fire off Shadow Strikes at 5 nearby enemies, which will generate you full combo points. At full 6 combo points, there's a 24% chance to give you free Shadow Strikes. And this 4-piece set bonus can proc constantly back to back. In my testing, I've been able to chain this bonus only 5 times, while other rogues have been able to get 13 procs in a row. Imagine how much more damage you could have if you got that many procs inside of a raid against a boss, inside of a trashback in a dungeon, or even in PvP against other players. Now, I'm not saying this tier set bonus isn't fun, because it really is, but it does kind of go against what Subtlety has been, which is a more measured spec without any RNG, unlike their cousin the Outlaw Rogue. Subtlety was the spec that players went to for precision gameplay, especially within PvP. On one hand, this is fun, but on the other hand, I could see Blizzard nerfing this, so I'll pass it off to you. Do you guys in the comments think that this is an intended playstyle, or do you think Blizzard will nerf this before 9.2? The next tier set is one for Survival Hunter. However, this one has been confirmed by the Hunter community to actually be broken. The 2-piece tier set bonus allows you kill commands a chance to make a next Wildfire Bomb incur no cooldown. This allows you to embrace the tier set name, the Mad Bombardier, and allows you grenades to just blow everything up around you. The constant resets creates for a smooth rotation in AoE, but it also very much improves the single target when you play the Wildfire Infusion talent. The 4-piece allows you 2-piece bonus procs to buff the damage of your Wildfire Bombs even further, though it has been confirmed recently by the Hunter community that there's something weird about the math. The 2-piece and 4-piece are not adding up how they're supposed to, and there's some double dipping going on, which will probably explain the popularity of Survival Hunters in Mythic Pluses all of a sudden over the patch 9.2. Originally, I meant to put Survival Hunter on the list when you pair this 2-piece bonus with Guerrilla Tactics, a talent that allows you to have 2 charges of Wildfire Bombs instead of 1. Together with the 2-piece set bonus, it felt like I was getting my grenade charges back a little bit too quickly, giving me more than ample amount of firepower to just blow everything up in front of me. Very possible that this playstyle is intended, and it feels amazing in single target with the Wildfire Infusion and how your Wildfire Infusion can alter the way your grenades play into your playstyle. But now that we know that the math is definitely broken for this tier set, it'll definitely get fixes before 9.2, but enjoy it while it lasts because it is a lot of AoE damage. The next 2 tier sets are going to be from tanks, as they got some of the strongest tier sets in the game. Starting off with the Blood Death Knight. The 4-piece set for Blood DK allows your Ruin Dance weapon to spawn 2 weapons instead of 1. Also, whenever you parry an attack, you automatically lash out the enemy, hitting him with a hard strike. So when you pop Ruined Weapon, you have a pretty high chance to parry majority of the attacks sent out against you. You can actually get those numbers a little bit higher as you stack more crit on your character. And with every one of your parries, you lash out at the enemy with the ability of Heart Strike, which has natural cleave. Even better cleave when you're setting inside of your Death and Decay. And you have 2 Ruined Weapons that will mimic your actions, so that as you're automatically parrying, your Ruined Weapons will lash out at the enemy as well. Whenever your Death Knight uses Heart Strike, you increase your strength by 1% and the duration of dance and Ruined Weapon by 0.5 seconds. From my early testing, it means you will have to spam Heart Strike during your parry combo, so you are unleashing a barrage of damage that's cleaving and carving through enemies, becoming a lot more of an offensive, aggressive Death Knight rather than one that's focusing on defense. Although Ruined Weapon does give you incredibly good parry, basically making majority of physical attacks get completely ignored, so it makes sense to embrace offense as your best defense. Paired together with a legendary off-crimson Ruined Weapon, you get cooldown reduction elements towards your dancing Ruined Weapon ability. It's actually a very fun loop that might allow Death Knights a little bit more defensiveness inside of really harsh situations, pulling more enemies and being a lot braver knowing that you have offensive and defensive power to deal with it. Though I do question the automation process of free Heart Strikes as you parry, because that builds resources ridiculously quickly, and I wonder if this is an intended mechanic. Mostly because with all this defense, on all this extra parries, the resources, it makes the Death Knights almost immune in pure physical situations. But if this is intentional, then I cannot wait to try some Blood DK 9.2. Finally, we have the Vengeance Demon Hunter 2-piece and 4-piece set bonus. The 2-piece allows Immolation Aura a chance to generate a lesser soul fragment. The 4-piece allows consumption of those soul fragments, 100% chance to grant you 2 seconds of Immolation Aura, or extend an existing Immolation Aura by 2 seconds. Most of you might have read this tier set as, oh, I'm gonna have Immolation Aura that lasts a really long time. Cool, I like free damage. However, that is the wrong way to play that tier set. Turns out, all you need is a cancel aura macro to remove your Immolation Aura instead. Let me explain this really quickly. With the talent of Fallout, Immolation Aura's initial burst has a chance to shatter lesser souls fragments from enemies. Every time you consume a new soul, your Demon Hunter gains Immolation Aura, which triggers the effect of Fallout, which allows Immolation Aura burst to shatter souls from enemies, which your Demon Hunter then consumes. But if you cancel Immolation Aura before you absorb a soul, as soon as that soul touches you, you get a fresh new Immolation, which gives you a fresh new Fallout. And this loop continues on as long as there's a soul to shatter and as long as there's a soul to absorb. Take the Circle of Souls gameplay and add together the Kyrian Covenant and the Kyrian Legendary, where after using your Kyrian Elysian Decree ability, any soul you consume grants you 1% versatility. And if you pull enough enemies together, start shattering their souls in cyclical motion, you can get over 200, over 300, and even over 400% versatility in a single go. Now, I'm pretty sure Blizzard intended for our classes to use spells and abilities, not constant cancel aura macros that play the game for themselves. And that's gonna be my video on the unintentionally strong tier sets of patch 9.2. Some of these tier sets are simple fixes, like the math equation with Survival Hunter, but for Demon Hunter, they'll definitely have to do some more of a permanent fix so nothing like this can get abused. As for Blood Death Knight, Sub Rogue, and Auto Rogue, I'm not sure if these are the intended playstyles, and I wonder what fixes, if any, they'll see before 9.2. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys liked this video or found it informative, give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate. Let me know in the comments below what do you think about these tier sets, or if there's some kind of a hidden gem tier set that's super strong that I might have missed that should have definitely been in this video. Let me know what that tier set is in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, I'll see all of you in another video.